Usyk guy is talented. He's so talented. He's so small for a heavyweight too.
Win. But the point is if you box with that boxer, you will lose. He is the best.
Everywhere he has gone, he has done winning an Olympic gold medal, clearing out cruiserweight, and now becoming the guy at heavyweight of his generation.
Joe Rogan voiced concern over Tyson Fury's health, speculating that his prior bouts may have weakened his resistance. Rogan also lauded Alexander Usyk's victory over Fury, stating that he is the best ever. Fury is now facing Usyk again. Oh my goodness, that's a tough fight. That Usyk guy is incredibly talented, and he's also quite small for a heavyweight. His constant movement, footwork, and everything else are so distinct from everyone else's. Joshua was unsure of how to when I was punching him. He was shifting around and asking me where he was going to be. In one of his podcasts, Joe Rogan called Alexander Usyk a fantastic fighter. Rogan was impressed by Usyk's remarkable technique and footwork. Rogan, who called him great, highlighted Usyk's exceptional ability to outmaneuver opponents and demonstrate his abilities as a skilled technical in the heavyweight level. You know, so when you have an and then you have Bible and, bitter beef who just fought the same thing, both of them like super Soviet style boxing, and you go, whoa, this is technique like really high level technique, but it's rare that an elite athlete like Joshua is like quick and has knockout power, and he can excel without having the kind of technique that a guy like Lomachenko and Usyk have because they were both trained by the same guy, Lomachenko's father. Experts believe that if you fight Usyk, you will lose because he is the best. Someone with that kind of technique makes it into the heavyweight division, which is why Fury is such a great fighter. Rogan stated firmly that the outcomes of Usyk's bout spoke for themselves, but many fans, particularly those who supported Tyson Fury, found it difficult to accept this reality. The first issue I must address is why Tyson Fury lost this match. As I predicted there would be, Alexander Usyk can only be defeated in one method. Prior to Anthony Joshua's fights with him, I have been saying the same thing: you have to fight a kill or be killed fight, and even then, it's not a surefire way to defeat him. For example, it doesn't mean that you will win if you fight kill or be killed, but the point is that you will lose if you box with that boxer because he is the best at that. In that first fight, Tyson Fury had good energy and a good moment until round 7, at which point his punches lost their effectiveness, and he was less of a threat, so you must enter this fight and go for the kill within those rounds or you will lose, man guaranteed. I'm not saying, oh, stick it on him, as if it were that easy. You must obviously do it responsibly and cleverly, but you must force the issue because this man knows the rules of boxing too well, and you must break them to defeat him, which means doing unconventional and unpredictable things. Objects, and once you clip him, deplete all of your energy and chase after him with all of your remaining strength. You must race him rather than stay with him, since staying with him requires you to follow the rules, and he always wins. Rogan wasn't the only one who praised Usyk's special combination of abilities. Usyk's amazing agility and ability to outmaneuver opponents have been praised by numerous experts. His footwork is so accurate that he can easily close the distance and put pressure on his opponents with calculated aggression. Unlike showy boxers who thrive on showmanship, Usyk is all business and focused only on demonstrating that he is the world's best fighter. Now, one thing I adore about Usyk is that he answers his opponent's question with, "I'm ready, I'm there," is no showboating.
Usyk's movement is so damn good. Nice. Alright, one thing I love about Usyk, he gets right on the... And I love how Usyk answered it. He goes, I'm ready. Your Excellency, Turkey, please, make this matchup, right? And I love that he's just... You can tell he's an athlete who just wants to prove that he's the best, right? There is no showboating. There is no trash talking. He's like, yes, we can do it. Well, we'll fight again. And I think after he beats Daniel Dubois, he's already beat Daniel Dubois. He's already beat Anthony Joshua twice. He's already beat Tyson Fury twice. If he beats Daniel Dubois twice, there's nothing left for this man to prove in boxing. I think this man lays the gloves down, walks away from the sport of boxing, spend time with his children, his wife. He mentioned his kids are in judo, and I think it'll be awesome for him to be able to walk away from the sport on top.
Because he knew that if he allowed another round to go that way, the momentum would start to go in that direction. So, what does he do in the 6th round? He comes out and dominates the round, takes control, and what does he do for the next 5 rounds? Rounds whatever, at least according to my scorecard, and perhaps under judges, I didn't see their score, but for the 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, and 5 rounds overall, I give you a final question with a simple one-word response: will anyone in this era defeat Alexander Usyk? If not, there is a man named him. Dad time specialists and analysts like Spencer Oliver and John Rogan have examined what makes Usyk unique, emphasizing that his influence extends beyond his on-ring exploits and that his discipline, modesty, and commitment to his Usyk is a man of his work and a superstar of what he does both inside and outside the ring. You know what's going on in Ukraine and what he stands for, and you know that passion and emotion come with him inside the ring, and we see that in his performances. He's an amazing guy that, like, you get to round 9 and you think now that you know they're starting to feel it here, the fighter's passion and emotion. Coming in our psychological battles, they're blowing a gasket, fatigue setting in, but he's a guy who can turn a screw and turn it on in those final championship rounds. And that's what sets him apart from the others.
Execution, proving just how formidable the Ukrainian champion truly is.
The one thing that Tyson Fury did do better in this fight than he didn't do in the previous fight was that Tyson Fury was a lot more active, right? Usually when Usyk fights people, when he fought Anthony Joshua, when he fought Daniel Dubois, he gets on his opponents. Right when the round starts, beep, Usyk runs across the cage. He runs across the ring, throws across to the body, or a jab. He's always super active. In the first fight between Tyson and Usyk was more active than Fury. You see Fury, trying to take his time, jab, move, 1-2, sniff his nose, look down, walk away, be nonchalant about how he was going about the fight. This time you saw Tyson Fury getting behind his jab, doing a good job, 1-2, using his size. He was a bigger man than Usyk. I felt those rounds were super close. I wouldn't even give one of those rounds to Tyson Fury.
Usy's dominance silenced critics who questioned his ability to maintain his supremacy at the highest level that boxing people make around him. And then there is just, I mentioned this in the middle of the broadcast, and I'm going to reiterate it here for those who might be just tuning in right now, that if there was something that truly kind of signified the strength of Mayweather in his prime or at the end of his prime, definitely at a bare minimum, it would be Alexander Usyk, the wrecking ball, who destroyed those plans and never allowed them to come to fruition today with a very, very, very good performance.
Back out there fighting. Give me 4 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. The fight is just starting to get juicy. Run them on 245, 250, 3 minutes, and then they just stop it. And now it was the hardest thing for me watching the fight. It's like, man, they're just now starting to open up and actually start to fight each other.
Teddy Atlas had been vocal about his belief that Usyk would win the fight. I've been saying all week that Alexander Usyk would emerge victorious, he stated confidently. Atlas pointed to Usyk's unparalleled adaptability and ability to stick to a strategy as the key factors behind his success. Usyk knows how to win, Atlas added, summing up the essence of Usyk's greatness. After his victory, Usyk credited his success to following the precise strategy made by his coach, Yuri. I just followed the plan, Usyk said humbly, a testament to his discipline and trust in his team. This unwavering focus on executing a well-thought-out game plan is one of the many reasons for his continued dominance in this
opinion. It was fiercely contested. Whatever the AI judge was doing, it was still evident that there were some nerve-wracking moments in the main parts. But I just wanted to take a moment to show my appreciation for a man who has never lost and has accomplished at the highest level everywhere he has gone. He has won an Olympic gold medal, eliminated cruiserweight, and is now the heavyweight of his generation after defeating Joshua twice and Fury twice, defeating Dubas experts for a long time. Been captivated by Usyk's movement, which he frequently cites as the basis for his success. They say that Usyk is a stud because of his fluid footwork and ring intelligence, which allow him to control the pace and positioning of a fight and outmaneuver larger opponents. This skill level is uncommon in boxing, and it drove me crazy. However, Alexander Usyk is a stud. That dude is so difficult to fight. He has great movement, and when we talk about it, Tyson misses a lot of shots on him since he's elusive and faster, which only wears him out. When I looked at Tyson at the weigh-in, he kept his jacket on, and I thought, dude, you're telling me something. Just why you spend 3 months away if you weren't going to get yourself in tip? I'll give him credit because he actually performed better, even though he was too big and heavy.